Hi, I'm Jesse Boredom from Bored to Death. I'm here in the lovely city of Inglewood with Reverend Sandie Crisp, candidate for mayor of Inglewood. Thank you so much for having us here, Sandie. It's such an honor.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. You've worked with many talented celebrities such as Mel Brooks, Marilyn Manson, Dr. Dre. What was it that swayed you from entertainment towards politics?
Well, you start looking at the issue of the human condition and what's going on, around you. And you see more and more families ending up homeless. You have to step up and at least try to help the situation.
Definitely.
Right now in Inglewood, we have the largest homeless population in Los Angeles County. It makes sort of a situation where now the jails are so overcrowded with homeless people, and Inglewood doesn't really have a homeless shelter per se, and so the police are having to shuttle them back and forth from the city of Inglewood over to LA City, and the LA City is already bombarded with the homeless.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, they're kind of just being shoveled towards Skid Row, it seems like.
Yeah, and Skid Row is trying to clean up. To me, the economic value of a human's life should not count on whether or not you got $1 or 60 cents in your pocket. A human life is more important than whether or not it looks good on the front page.
Definitely agree. It's the way it should be. It definitely should be. And that being said, you were born and grew up with polio.
I received polio at the age of 3 months old. I was paralyzed from the neck down. I had no use of my limbs whatsoever. Doctors have tried to destroy my body by doing operations. I was the very first spinal fusion at where they actually pinched a nerve that caused me to end up back in a wheelchair.
Wow.
So,
and you said it was unnecessary. Did you actually need that?
It wasn't necessary.
It wasn't. Wow. So
I was a human guinea pig. I was placed in Rancho because I caught pneumonia, and while I was in the hospital getting respiratory help, they decided to step in and give me the surgery.
Wow.
And my mother was unaware.
Completely unaware. So during all this, who was taking care of you guys?
I became a ward of the court. My younger brother was living with my grandparents.
Putting yourself out there, being yourself. How has the community reacted towards you being openly transsexual?
Well, I can be this. I can be myself and do this. And have a way to express myself in any way I feel fit. When I first went down to City Hall and said I'd like to run, they said, okay. They said, you're going to be the first of what you're doing, and it's going to be hard. I said, I know that. I'm quite aware. I was the first transsexual ever to be married in the state of California.
Wow. That's a huge deal. I want to point that out. That's a really big deal. And,
When Rocky Wilson and I were married by a Catholic priest, and it's on YouTube, I was the first actual openly gay marriage. And it was licensed by the state of California.
With where we are now, I think that's a huge step, and it's amazing. It's beautiful,
Yes, I may not be exactly what people want to see. I accept that. But I do know that my integrity is strong towards other human beings. And I find that everybody on this planet has a right to express themselves in the way that they feel fit.
Definitely.
I don't look at color of skin. I don't look at, age preference or nothing like that. To me, life is exactly what you choose to make it. You can either sit back and be part of the problem, or you can step up to the plate and fix it.
Exactly.